Sme v Bratislave pred klubom MMC na akcii Special Place a je vypredané. To je ten najlepší signál začať ďalšiu reláciu Evolution.
Hi, this is DJ Marky from Brazil, and you're watching Gluuu.tv.
This is Loadstar and MC Texas. You're watching Evolution on Gluuu.tv.
Blau.
Už za chvíľočku si môžete pozrieť rozhovor s brazílskou drumbassovou legendou Markym a takisto sobotnejším headlinerom Loadstar. Máte sa fakt, že na čo tešiť? Ideme na to!
Bola výborne, úžasne. Čo sa mi najviac páčilo? DJ Marky. A MC Dolyxom. Pretože sú najlepší. A je to tak.
Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen, for the main man tonight?
How are you doing?
Hello, I'm good. Thank you.
What did impress you that you have started with DJing and producing?
What? The passion to start DJing became very, very early. I started DJing when I was 11 years old. So I started making like parties in Brazil and for my friends. Then became a dream to play in a club. Then start playing the clubs. Then till around 99 when Brian G went to Brazil and said, I really want you to play in London. Then I played in London and people love it. So I start building my career. So it's good. It's just if I tell you about the whole thing, we're gonna sit down here for ages. Can't believe it, like I'm traveling all around the world and playing for everyone. So for me, it's fantastic. So.
Why drum and bass?
Why drum and bass? Because I used to play hip hop, and in Brazil, when I start playing hip hop, there's a lot of DJs start playing hip hop. Then I start around 88, I start playing house. So everybody start playing house. It's like, oh my God, I just wanna be different. Then around 90, 91, I discovered like hardcore and all the rave stuff, all the music from the UK. Then I was like, oh my God, this is so good. This is different. And I started playing the hardcore rave, and I had like a big rave scene in Brazil. So the evolution of hardcore became jungle drum and bass. And I just followed the transition. But I always want to play something different. But the drum and bass, I think, it's got me. It's just catch me in a different way, like no one other style of music catch me. I think it's because it's got a lot of funk and soul and jazz influence, and this is my background, this is my musical background. So the drum and bass I can mix everything, so which I think is fantastic.
I could see that sometimes you used to play from vinyl, sometimes from digital. So I was wondering, what are you gonna use for tonight?
I used to use just vinyl. Then for a few years now I've been using Serato, but with records. So because I can't give up to turntables, because what I do I think is art, and what I can do with turntables is not possible to do on CD players or controllers or something like that. But when I'm DJ I use Serato, but with turntables, and also I can do so much things with Serato. A couple of things like I can do using just vinyl. That's why I use play in a digital form, but using the same skills I got on the turntables.
You've got really great mixing skills, and also sometimes you do some special exhibition with turntable. I think there's a lot of work behind it, isn't it?
Like I said, I try to use in a different way, even like when I discover like to scratch the record with the turntable upside down. It's something like I haven't seen anyone doing, so I just want to do it. I just try to do something, create something who people don't know, they did discover. So I think that's the best part. So
do you still practice?
No, I'm not practicing anymore. I've been spending more time in the studio, spending more time with my son and with my family. They give me inspiration. I think the DJs, real DJs, don't need to practice, because you don't know what the crowd wants. I like to surprise the crowd, and I like to surprise myself. So I think the DJ concept is all about educate people, have fun, make people happy, but as well, educate people for good music. This is the most important thing.
What's the secret of your never-ending smile?
The secret? No idea. It's just I'm always like, I'm a human, I'm a happy person. I want to be happy, It's just, I think I got this blessed because I'm survived doing the job of who I love, who I love, and I think I have to be happy and I have to smile every day for I have this gift. Not many people know how many people wants to be in the same position as me, And also, I tell you what, I work really, really, really hard to be in this position. I know how much I suffer, but I'll never give up, I think that's why I always smiling and I'm always grateful for being here.
Let me tell you what's going down in the place, baby. All the way from Brazil, DJ Marky on the mix. Fuck yeah.
Som Blues a zdravím drum bassovú show Evolution. Som tu dnes preto, aby som povedal niečo o svojom novom release. Není to ani tak release ako remix. Remix releaseu od Tantrum Desire, od Londýnčanov, ktorí spolu so mnou sú v Technic Recordings. Koncom novembra vyjde skladba Reach, ktorá vyjde vo viacerých verziách. Vyjde originál, inštrumentálna verzia, dubstepový mix a drumstepový mix. O ten drumstep som sa postaral ja. Proste som sa hecol, v živote som nerobil niečo pomalšie ako drum bass. Tá skladba je úspešná pri Británii, teraz ju hral Chrissy Chris vo svojej drum bassovej show na BBC One Extra. Radio FM ju teraz zaradilo ako single týždňa a posúďte sami. Majte sa.
Ja som na Special Place.
Čakám na to najlepšie, čo príde, Oliš Bakula slide.
Dnešný večer vynikajúco, veľa ľudí, super akcia, pán Derrison zadelil kvalitne. Myslím, že ľudia sa bavia dneska a to je kvalitná vec proste, aby boli všetci šťastní. Special Place forever!
Hello, sir. Welcome to Slovakia for the second time. How are you?
Yeah, very well. And you?
Good.
Very good, yeah. Excited to be here. Second time here for both of us. So, yeah, we're excited. It looks good in here. Like, definitely looks like a good party. So we're looking forward to it, definitely.
Do you know each other for a long time?
Yes, we have.
Unfortunately, yes. 2005, probably.
Yeah.
Started working together. And then, yeah, we just kind of kept it going ever since. And, yeah, now we have to spend all our fucking time together. Yeah, all good, man.
Loadstar project. What was the reason? What was the impulse that you decided to start Loadstar project?
We've been doing quite a lot as Example and Lomax, and we got to a point where our sound was kind of becoming a bit different to what we were both known for as individual artists. So we wanted to start something like a little bit fresh and a little bit sort of exciting, and Ram, like the label, encouraged us to do something a bit different as well. So, you know, we both had a different sound and we put it together and it became a bit different, so we wanted to reflect that and to have the new name, you know, a good thing for us. Yeah.
How would you describe drum bass scene in England now?
Really healthy. I think there hasn't been a time that I can remember where there's been so much exposure with drum and bass on the radio. You know, the club nights are really big and for a great time for drum and bass. A lot of people talk about how dubstep's exploding, but I think off the back of that, drum and bass has had a real good resurgence. So it's real exciting times, yeah.
About Loadstar project. Why Loadstar? What does it mean? What's the story about Loadstar?
Story of Loadstar, yeah, a lot of people ask the question, but basically what it is like we used to, when we started working together, we had this really old sampler in our studio, and when you were kind of like loading up a sample, it would come up with this little star symbol, and it would take like forever to load up, and it was called the Loadstar. I don't know, we were kind of struggling for a name at the time, and then we came across one of our old tracks and it had Loadstar written on it, and it kind of like, we were like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
You've got many tracks out now, but what do you prepare for the close future?
we've got an album which we're probably about 95% finished. It's a multi-genre album, so there's drum and bass, dubstep, sort of drum step on there as well, mixture of vocal and non-vocal tracks. So we're going to be looking to release that in the new year, probably around February, March time. In the lead up to that, we've got another 2 singles, and then we'll probably have another 2 singles after the album as well. So a busy 6 months ahead, so keep your eyes out for it.
What about dubstep? Because the scene is now full of dubstep.
We love it, basically. We're really into it. You know, especially more recently when we've seen kind of like the real good artists kind of coming through. Like drum and bass and like a lot of other dance music, there's still a lot of shit out there, but there's some really good producers out there and there's some really exciting stuff. And you know, we're into it, and we've got some dubstep stuff on our album. Because we really like it, and we want to we've got a bit of a different take on it, doing a lot of vocal stuff. But yeah, we're totally we're encouraging it. It's
we tend to approach every track differently. I don't think there's any time where a track comes together in the same way. You know, we have separate studios, so we often start ideas independently, but we have a studio in Bristol that we spend a lot of time in together, where we tend to finish a lot of our material. We just find that when we get together finishing stuff, it's good to have 2 heads on a project as opposed to one, and that's how we get the best results, really.
That's really good ahead as well, so that helps. Joke.
The very famous track, Link to the Past. What's the story of this track?
The story is it was one of those tracks that kind of came together really quickly. You know, we kind of wrote it like in about half a day or something. And I remember writing an intro to it, and Gav had this bass sound, and we just chucked a real simple beat on it, and that was it. We never really thought about it at the time, but I think that's always the way big tracks come together, you know.
I don't think it was anything vastly different to what was out there at the time, but I think what it did is because Andy C got behind it, it really showed that sort of minimal breaks and big bass lines could really work on a big dance floor stage, where a lot of tracks that were quite minimal at the time weren't getting sort of big club exposure, and I think Link to the Past bridged that gap between the sort of dark minimal sound and the big heavy sort of dance floor sound, and I think that's why it captured so many DJs' attentions, because the likes of Fabio could play it, or DJ Hype could play it. You know, it really crossed borders, and I think, you know, it's inspired a lot of people to sort of explore that deep, dark, but still dance floor sound, which you're seeing a lot of now. So it was a great track, and I'm really glad that we did it, and it was the first track for the Loadstar project, because I think it set things up really nice for what's forthcoming and what we've released to date as well. So yeah.
For tonight, you came here, you and your MC. Maybe you can introduce your MC.
Introduce yourself.
I'm MC Texas. I've been working with these guys for about 2 years now. I've known them for a lot longer than that, and these guys are tearing it up at the moment in the UK. So it's wicked to be out in Slovakia. It's a great country. People are real friendly, and they've got a real taste for drum and bass and dubstep and stuff. We just want to have a good time, have a party, and smash it up, innit? Bring the vibe.
Nahliadnuť.